Awful headache at the end of the day. Had another spot in glass over. I think we spotted some animals here over in the distance, and they weren't what we were after, so we'll let them go. That's the backbone of the Canadian Rockies, heading north to Yukon, British Columbia, Yukon, Alaska. Mule deer over in there. Didn't get much of a look at them. There's some sheep. We spotted these out of our base camp here, and I think we went over closer to get a better look and spotted them with the spotting scope, and they just weren't quite. They're borderline, but you can't take a chance. You got to be sure. So we let them go. Yeah, after I spotted them sheep, I says, that was my 6th hunt for sheep, bighorn that is, and I hadn't fired a rifle. And I says, I guess maybe I'm not meant to get a sheep, but let's keep trying. I had about 6 or 7 more days to go maybe here, and oh, here we go. This is where I spotted them. We spotted them from a long ways away. Now we took the horse as far as we could, and then we're going to go up over the ridge here. And just after I break over the ridge, there they are. I had to, you'd think I was a multi-millionaire here. I had a cameraman, I had a horse wrangler, I had a cook, I had everybody with me here. Guide. There I go. I take a shot. And they didn't get the picture of the sheep. I shot the sheep. He rolled down the mountainside. And I don't see any sheep here. You know, he's taking, now the other guy takes, he's going to see if there's another ram there. He might take one himself, but I can't see them rams run away, but they're in the snow there, or not in the snow, but they're a little ways away. But he didn't get my sheep rolling down the mountain. I wish he did, but I'll show you later where he rolled down. He's down below there. Don't look steep, but it's pretty steep. He rolled all the way down. And we're all taking a break there. We know he's down and we know he's dead. There's one happy camper there, I'll tell you. There we go, Norman. You want to get your picture first, so I took it. We'll both pretty happy there. Happy as a guide, and I'm happy as a hunter. Finally got him. One of the biggest of my hunting thrills of my whole hunting career was shooting that bighorn. They're not easy to come by, and nowadays you probably pay about $30,000 for a hunt up there. It's ridiculous. See where he rolled down the mountain? Okay, now I get my picture taken. Boy, pressure's off. There's where he rolled down. See the, well, you can't tell too much about it, but well, the other guys had to go back at the horse and come back around, and by that time we had the sheep all taken care of, all caped out and all boned out, and carried every bit of the meat out that was edible. And we also took the mountain oysters out, and mountain oysters were, if you're not a sheep hunter, you should eat the mountain oysters. And those of you that don't know what mountain oysters are, well, somebody can tell you. Beautiful country, look at that. Like I say, we're only about a mile or two away from Banff National Park. There's where he fell from, right at the top, down that side of the mountain, but you can't see the things there anyway. Pretty steep. That is the coup de grace of hunting, the mountain, Rocky Mountain sheep. To me it is anyway. They're not easy to get. You hunt hard, but I enjoyed every bit of it. 6 hunts, shot 1 shot, and I enjoyed every bit of them. Every hunt I hit on I enjoyed. Now there's where we slept there a couple nights too when we go further up north in the mountains to get that. We had to go where they grow, and that was our tent. That was our home. It was October. It was cool, but hey, don't like the cold weather, stay home. Well, we're going to break camp, I guess. Not really. I don't think we break camp here, no. I think we go back another place to hunt. Not the sheep, but look for a elk for Norman. I wasn't after an elk. I didn't have an elk tag. I shot that sheep on the 4th day of October, 1984. I guess them guys are going out for elk someplace in the mountains. That's me. Them days you had to have all red, and I didn't like it, but that was the law. But nowadays they relaxed it. You don't have to be all red. Red hat. If you're hunting where there's a lot of people, you might have to wear red, but the only people in there is us. Some elk up on there, but unless they move, you can't see them. Right there, I see where he is, but I know I'm looking at. He hasn't moved yet, so. That's Norman doing the directions. Boy, he was a good friend of mine. I hunted with him till I was 72, and he had a stroke, and well, that was the end of the road. I wish I met him about 20 years earlier. But I did a lot of hunting anyway in my day. 3 hunts in Montana for bighorns, and this is the 3rd hunt in Alberta for bighorn, and I got him. He's going to cape him out. Pretty tedious job, but he knows what he's doing. If you don't think so, just ask him. That was about 9 years old. You can see some of them rings there. You can count them, but